Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal, and Barcelona have done it. We've beaten Villarreal 2-1 away from home, and you've got to say what was a stressful game for the Barcelona fan. I didn't really think we ever turned up on the day. It was a very difficult away game, as we've said in the match preview, and Villarreal made things very hard for us, even after going down to 10 men. So for Barcelona, it is a massive, massive 3 points in the title race, another defining moment in the La Liga season. Some moments of brilliance from Antoine Griezmann have got Barcelona the 3 points here. Now let's get in to today's match review. And let's start with Ronald Koeman's team selection. It was, again, as I predicted in the match preview, just one change there from the game against Getafe. And we actually reverted back to the same lineup that started in the Copa del Rey final. But at half-time, Dest was taken off for Roberto, and I think you could have taken off quite a few of our players in the first half, actually. And right throughout the game, I thought we looked really, really tired. This team is on its feet right now, you get the feeling. And as I said there, even when Villarreal went down to 10 men, it didn't even really feel like that. You know, if anything, it just felt like it leveled up the numbers more than anything. You know, we really, really struggled today. But at the end of the day, we get a massive 3 points. So let's start with that match action then. I thought Villarreal played a really good game, you know, throughout the whole 90 minutes, to be honest. They came out trying to make some nice attacks. They were very good at actually stopping us building up from the back. That was clearly something Emery has been working on. They were pressing us very high. Our midfield three barely had any time on the ball. But I think all afternoon long, we said it in the preview as well, there were chances for Barcelona to get in behind. We had a few good chances actually in that first half. You've got to say that one from Jong that just somehow did not go in after Alaba squared it to him, you know, where Asenjo clawed it off the goal line. That was really inches away for Barcelona. You had Griezmann there, also had a good shot blocked. I think that one would have been brought back for offside against De Jong from the official run, but it was actually Villarreal who took the lead, and it was really, again, a bit of sleepy defending from Barcelona. Kind of from the 5th minute or so, you could tell that Barcelona were going to be tired today, and it's really Piqué, Longley, you know, very slow running back. They also are attackers there. They just let Pau Torres stride out of the back. He's a player who's very good with the ball at his feet. He's a player in the Spanish national team, probably will be the starting centre-back for Spain at the Euros, and he just gets way too much time on the ball, plays a lovely ball through there to Chukwueze, and you know, we said it in the preview, didn't I actually highlighted Chukwueze there and said, you know, let's keep an eye on this guy, because he is the sort of player that can cause Barcelona issues. He gets in behind, he rounds to Stegen, actually after Jordi Alba slipped, Piqué and Longley looks very tired getting back there, and Chukwueze just slots it in the corner. So 1-0 Villarreal, you got the feeling, well, you know what, we didn't convert our chance down the other end where De Jong had a massive opportunity, and we just looked a little bit too sleepy here. We've got what we deserved, but within about 30 seconds, guys, literally as soon as the ball came back into play, Barcelona are back in front. It's actually Mingueza here who puts a lovely ball over the back of the defence. Villarreal playing a high line. That was the case all evening long. This time it is Griezmann who gets them behind. You've got to say, this is not an easy chance for Griezmann here. He hasn't really got the best angle on. You know, there's not really many options around him, but this first-time chip from Griezmann is nothing short of unbelievably brilliant. It's an outstanding goal from the World Cup winner in a massive moment for Barcelona, and Griezmann's 2 goals today, really, guys, as we'll be getting on to later, it is the reason we signed him. Really big moments, but that one there, just after going 1-0 down in a title match decider, that was absolutely imperative for Barcelona. After the equaliser, not an awful amount happened actually, and very quickly Barcelona just got themselves 2-1 up. Again, it was Griezmann this time, certainly a slice of luck. Barcelona lost the ball midfield. Villarreal were just trying to build it back up to the pitch, but Juan Foyth here makes a really, really poor error. He plays it back towards his own goalkeeper, and Griezmann is there waiting. The pass hasn't got enough power in it. Foyth doesn't check to see who's there for Barcelona, and it is Griezmann, the perfect man there in that sort of situation. The finish is really clinical. It's a vital goal for Barcelona, and in a game we looked sleepy in a game we were struggling in, we did go in at half-time, 2-1 up. As mentioned there briefly at the start, in that second half, we did come out with Sergi Roberto instead of Dest, but I think you could see throughout that second half, we were tired. We were labouring there, guys. And this Barcelona team, you get the feeling they need like a week off or something. Some players need to be taken out of the team. I think Pedri in particular, surely against Granada on Thursday, he needs some rest because this was a big game today. You understood why Pedri was playing, but you've got to say, he has to be taken off surely. Or rested for 1 or 2 games because it's just getting a bit absurd. And the same goes for a few players there, guys. I thought Piqué looks really tired today. Even Messi up there. It was almost only Griezmann there, who has had a bit of rest in the past, who did look sharp up there for Barcelona. And the second half, look, Villarreal didn't really have any massive chances. I think the one for Capoue, where Ter Stegen makes a great save with his leg, was the big one. For Barcelona, we did have a few ourselves. I think especially the one where De Jong runs through on goal after Dembélé came through and he chips it over Asenjo. That went just wide of the post. That had to be a goal, and I'm probably missing out a few here too, to be honest with you guys. But of course, a big turning point in that second half was the red card to MANU Trigueros. You know, I think a few people may be saying it's harsh. For me, it's red card. I know that, he's just trying to clear the ball. He follows through and catches Messi, but it's dangerous. It's endangering an opponent. If we're not giving red cards for these, then what are we going to give them for? For me, it's red card. I'd like to know what you guys think about that one in the comments down below. But TRIGUEROS there got sent off, and you were thinking, is that going to give Barcelona a bit of respite? But it didn't really, guys. Either with the lights on the pitch, either with Dembele later, I thought Villarreal were really, really good today. They really impressed me, probably even more than I said they were going to in the match preview. They made things so hard for Barcelona, and yes, it didn't help that we came out very sleepy. We looked very tired, as I've said a number of times now, but it is just so important to say, how desperate Barcelona looked almost out there at times, just flat out on our feet in a massive title game. But Emery's Villarreal there, even after going on to 10 men, it didn't even feel like they had 10 guys. As I said before, it just felt like 11 versus 11. Before, it felt like Villarreal had more players on the pitch than us. They were dominating us that much, and it was really a hard watch, you got to say, throughout that 90 minutes. And as mentioned, guys, you do get the feeling going into our next games, the one against Granada on the Thursday, again, it's not even a week break now, again for Barcelona, just 3 days, and then game. Surely we've got to see changes. I think a few players have to be brought in. Araujo, I think, will be brought into defence. Elias Moriba, certainly. Dembele, you'd expect also. A few of the guys who came on today, I think will definitely be starting that game against Granada. It's another really hard one, but just for Barcelona's own sake, in terms of winning this title, we have to get some fresh legs on, because today, in a massive game, it looks so hot and hard out there, and we just looked flat out on our feet for a number of occasions. And as we enter towards the end of the match review, I think a few players I want to pick out here. The first one for me is Antoine Griezmann. 2 goals like that on a day like this, when we needed him most, is exactly why we signed him. That is a big moment in Griezmann's career. He's already had a few now, to be fair. The Supercopa final, he's scored a few big goals in the Liga for us, of course, earlier this season. The Copa del Rey final, of course, he got 1 goal and could have had 2. He was influential that day. And then again today, guys, that was a massive game for Barcelona. A really, really hard one. And Griezmann there, especially the first goal, that moment of magic when we needed it most. Would even Messi have done that from that situation? I'm not even so sure. So that goal, that chip, was just something unbelievable. For the rest of the team, I'm not entirely sure there's someone I'd really pick out. I thought De Jong really gave his all again today. He was charging around the pitch. I thought Busquets cut out a lot of play. I definitely thought Messi looked tired and struggled today. Ter Stegen, of course, in goal made a big save in that second half. I thought our defence in general looked really tired, though. Alaba looked decent, to be fair. So did Mingueza, but whilst Longley cut out a lot of balls, him and Piqué at the back, the lack of pace there is a little bit worrying sometimes, isn't it? And I think for big opponents in really massive games like it was today, they definitely do suffer back there. So for Barcelona, that would be my almost individual and roundup of the team. But of course, we can just end it by saying, guys, that's a big 3 points. That really is. We're getting closer now, aren't we? Just 6 games left, I believe, before La Liga ends. And our next one, as mentioned, will be against Granada on Thursday. So the match preview for that one will be coming out on the Wednesday. I haven't really got an awful amount much to say on this one, though, guys. Barcelona suffered. They really did today. And we are looking really tired. But that's a massive win for Barca. So that's where I will end it, guys. Please feel free to leave any of your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll be getting back to as many of you guys as I can. And until then, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Barcelona win in a big game today. And goodbye.